And in front of them, I embraced Islam. I didn't do any research. I already had 2 encounters with Islam before that had me have this feeling that I'm on solid ground as far as its the truthfulness is concerned of Islam. So, and in fact, in the Sunni schools, there just wasn't that many things that you could do research on other than maybe Rasulullah's life, you know. There wasn't that much literature, and I was satisfied that I was on the right path. There was only one time that one brother mentioned to me, if anybody asks you what school you were in, say Sunni school. But for the most part, our group were not a people that identified with Sunni Shia. We were just people who had hunger for the truth and the way of Allah, who we called God at the time, right, before we were Muslims. So we were just hungry for that. And if something presented itself like that to us, we would have gone. Fortunately, nothing else presented itself like that to us except Sunni Islam at the time. And so we embraced that. But there were 2 brothers among us who were of Shia Islam. They never pressed us about it, and they just left us alone. And they would come around us from time to time. And we were all comfortable with who we are. It so happened that some years later, that we called it a Jamaat. There was a group of us in our families. And while in that experience, one of the brothers of the 2 brothers who were of the Shia school, he needed a place to stay. And being open-minded as we were, fine, come stay by my place. Came to stay by my place. And he brought his books. One day, he introduced us to the books. And we were cool. We never had a Sunni Shia thing at all. So yeah, let's see the books. We were never gotten that close to Shia Islam at the time. From the moment we read the books, that's it. We were like the domino, all of us. All of us, one by one, embraced the Shia school. All of us. So now there were 3 brothers who were hardcore in their beliefs, and they stayed in the Sunni school. But out of the maybe 9, 10 of us, 7 of us embraced that school, and we are to this day. I remember the books that impressed me, where I read a book like Ali the Magnificent, Hussein the Savior of Islam. I mean, those books, I didn't even want to go to